Today, 6 graphic design rules that you should never break. So how many of these graphic design rules have you broken in the past? And how many do you still break today? What is up, people? Welcome back to Satori Graphics, the home of graphic design content right here on YouTube. I'm sorry this week I've only uploaded 3 videos, and today's going to be quite a short video as well, because I'm still under the weather. I had a slight cold, but I made the mistake of going to the gym and working out, which amplified it tenfold. But I'm here making a video for you guys today on the 6 graphic design rules you should never break. And like any Brit, I've got my tea, which is going to help quite a lot. So let's jump into today's video on 6 graphic design rules you should never break. So the first graphic design rule you should never break is that you should always make a logo design a vector as opposed to a raster. This is simply because if the logo design is actually a vector, you can scale that logo up or down to any size and still retain crisp quality. I see amateur and novice designers always complaining that they cannot use Adobe Illustrator to design a logo, so they use Photoshop instead. Sure, you can actually design the logo in Photoshop and it looks great, but what if that logo needs to be scaled down to a small business card or scaled up to a billboard? It's going to lose quality and it's going to be pixelated. So you should always design a logo in a vector-based software such as Adobe Illustrator or maybe CorelDRAW. If you can't use Illustrator, then learn how. It's quite simple. So the second graphic design rule that you should never break is color discord. Now this does take a bit of time getting used to, and some people do have a natural eye for this, but you can teach yourself how to use color in graphic design. You basically want to learn at what colors complement each other and work well as a team. If colors are fighting with each other on a design, it confuses the viewer and also turns them off, and thus your graphic design being irrelevant and useless. So research in books or look on the internet at what color combinations work well together and how to use them. Now the third graphic design rule that you should never break is a big one, and it's kerning your typography. This is more relevant when it comes to logo type and also bold headings and titles for such things as magazines or poster designs. By default, most typefaces haven't got amazing kerning, so you need to pay attention and spend a lot of time focusing on the kerning between each individual letter and its opposing partner. Again, this is something that you can have an eye for, but you also can teach yourself how to do this. One trick is to take a step back from the screen, unfocus your eyes, so you can see the gaps between each letter properly. There's nothing worse than a logo design with poor kerning which renders it illegible or unattractive. The fourth graphic design rule that you should never break is again to do with typography, and that is you should never stretch typography. The vast majority of typefaces were designed with precision, and a lot of time was given to them, making sure that they're elegant and everything flows well together. With that being said, you never want to stretch typography. A seasoned graphic designer will instantly be able to see if a font has been stretched or not, and if the person looking at it is not a seasoned designer, they will feel like something's not right. So yeah guys, never stretch your typography. The fifth graphic design rule that you should never break is give your typography room to breathe. Think of your typography as an animal. You don't want to put it into a cage with no room to breathe and live. You want it to thrive and to do its job properly. So utilize negative space and give your typography that room to breathe and do its job on your graphic design projects. The sixth and final graphic design rule that you should never break is using too many fonts on one graphic design. Now I see this broken so often by people and designers. You do not want to confuse the viewer who's looking at graphic design work, and you want everything to be focused in a stylish manner. So limit yourself to 3 fonts maximum, but I suggest 2 for most graphic designs. Again, you don't want your viewer to be confused and turned off by your graphic design work. So that was my quick video on 6 graphic design rules that you should never break. Let me know what you guys thought of today's video in the comment section below, and drop a like on the video if you did find today's upload useful. If you're not already subscribed to Satori Graphics, go ahead and subscribe to my channel to keep updated to all of my weekly graphic design content. I normally post 3 to 4 videos per week, and as I said this week I've only uploaded 3 videos because I've been busy, but also I've been under the weather. Also I want to let you guys know that I'm doing a giveaway at 25,000 subscribers, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Anyway, have a great weekend, and I'm going to see you back on Monday with more graphic design content, and hopefully I'm going to be 100% myself too. So, until next time, design your future today. Peace.